That doesn't feel like that's going to be particularly effective. Oh, good lord. Those tusks look, spiky. Shit. Shit. Oh, come on. They were doing so well. Oh, it's got chains as well. Nice. Okay. If we could do that a few more times before you take out our entire force, that would be beautiful. Nice. That was very well done. I lift him up so we can reach his throat. Oh god.
Didn't think it would end this way.
Look out the window!
No, the journey doesn't end here. Death is just another path. One that we all must take.
Oh, fucking hell. Shit.
Feast on his flesh.
I will kill you if you touch him.
Okay, that was cool. That's not so cool. Oh, crap. It's going to be the ghosts, isn't it? Yes. Or them. And the ghosts, hopefully. Nice.
Die.
Oh, God. Like Shadow of the Colossus.
Release us. You gave us your word.
I hold your oath fulfilled. Be at peace.
Hands off! That shiny shirt, that's mine!
It's going to the Great Eye, along with everything else. Stop your squealing, you dunghill rat!
Please be Sam. Yes.
Not if I stick you first.
Sam! It's over. They took the ring.
Begging your pardon, but they haven't.
He took it off his body.
Give me the ring, Sam. Sam, give me the ring.
Come on, Mr. Fool. We'd best find you some clothes.
I think Sam finally gets it. Not that he didn't get it before, because obviously he's been, like, there for him.
We'll never get through unseen.
But yeah, I think Sam finally gets what Frodo's going through, even just from having that ring for that tiny amount of time.
Draw out Sauron's armies. Then we gather our full strength and march on the Black Gate.
We cannot achieve victory.
But we can give Frodo his chance if...
A diversion.
Long have you hunted me. Behold the sword of Elendil.
That was weird.
I can't manage the ring, Sam. It's such a weight to carry. Take mine. There'll be none left for the return journey.
I don't think there will be a return journey, Mr. Frodo.
Who is this?
My master, Sauron the Great, bids thee welcome.
We do not come to treat with Sauron. He is to depart these lands, never to return.
I have a token I was bidden to show thee.
Frodo!
And who is this? Isildur's heir. It takes more to make a king than a broken elvish blade.
That was very cool. This could be problematic, though.
I thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
What about side by side with a friend?
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Frodo? It'll be spring soon. The orchards will be in blossom. Oh, Sam. I can't recall a taste of food. Come on, Mr. Frodo. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you!
For Frodo.
To climb so high.
Shit. I had actually completely forgotten about him.
Frodo!
Shit.
Here, Sam! Destroy it! What are you waiting for? Just let it go! ring is mine.
Oh god.
Give me your hand! Don't you let go!
Shit.
Glad to be with you, Samwise Gamgee. Here at the end of all things.
My face hurts.
Gandalf?
Of course he didn't know he survived, did he? Just surrounded by a sea of tissues at this point.
Now come the days of the king.
My friends.
You bow to no one.
We were home.
The power of the three rings is ended. The time has come for the dominion of men.
I think I'm quite ready for another adventure.
Farewell, my brave hobbits. For not all tears are an evil. It is time, Frodo.
What does he mean? We set out to save the Shire, Sam. And it has been saved. But not for me. You don't mean that. The last pages are for you, Sam. My dear Sam, you have so much to enjoy. Your part in the story will go on.
My entire face actually aches. Oh. Right, I've gone away and got a cup of coffee. I wanted to take a little break before I actually started doing the this bit, just because my face was hurting and I just wanted to give it a little rest and to get a cup of coffee and have a wee. So, where to start? I suppose the best place to start would really be on the things that I completely misremembered about that film. The most glaringly obvious, or not obvious, but the most glaring thing that I misremember is I thought Frodo died on Mount Doom. Now, I don't know why I'm remembering it like that. Like, I thought he got to Mount Doom, went inside the door, got inside, Sam follows him in, and he struggles with letting the ring go like he did in the film. And I thought that he kind of got to a point where he was just like, you know what, I can't let it go, I'm just going to fling myself in there. And I thought that's what he did. But apparently he doesn't do that. So I don't know where that came from. Does he die in the book? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. I also thought the woman died, whatever her name is. I can never remember her name, but the girl that wanted to fight and did end up fighting. And is it the niece of Theoden? Is that who she is? I can't remember. But yeah, her. I thought she died as well. And I thought Aragorn blamed himself for that, but apparently that didn't happen either. Yeah, the rest of it I didn't really remember much of, to be honest. Like, I didn't remember the Black Gate bit, although as soon as the Black Gate was mentioned and they mentioned doing the, I was going to say the detour, not the detour, the diversion, I kind of remembered it then. But up until they actually mentioned kind of drawing Sauron's eye, I had completely forgotten about that. I also didn't remember like the details of the fight at the city. I didn't remember the ghosts. I didn't remember Arwen coming back at the end. I knew Sam went back to the Shire because I remember him getting together with that female hobbit and them getting married and stuff. So I remember that bit, but I just assumed that Frodo died. Now, one thing that's occurred to me, and I'm not sure if this is because somebody else mentioned something in the comments at some point, but the ship that Frodo was getting on at the end there and that Bilbo was getting on, obviously the elves are leaving Middle-earth because it's the age of man or whatever it was they said. So the elves are obviously immortal, or are supposed to be, or long-lived at least, and that's kind of why he didn't want to leave Arwen behind, because if she stayed in Middle-earth, she would essentially become mortal, or she would be half mortal, half not. And then obviously she would see Aragorn die and she would outlive her children and all that sort of stuff. So that's obviously not a very nice existence. But to normal people, or to hobbits, is getting on that ship essentially like dying then? Is it like going on to the afterlife? Because it feels to me like that's Bilbo, I'm gonna cry now, thinking about it. But like, it feels to me like it's oh, what's the fucking word? Symbolic of dying somehow. Like Bilbo going on to another life type of thing. I'm not sure if it means quite the same thing for Frodo. And Gandalf, no idea. So probably not, as that's probably not the meaning at all. But that's kind of the gist I got, so I don't know if maybe that's where I got the idea that Frodo died at the end. I don't know if that made any sense at all. It does in my head. Probably not so much now that I've said it. But yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, or if I've made any sense at all, then obviously do sort of confirm or deny or put your thoughts in the comments as well. Because yeah, I that was a little bit obscure to me. I don't think it's like the afterlife for the elves, but for other people it may be. Don't know. But yeah, another thing I think I wanted to talk about was the woman thingy. God, I'm going to have to try and find her name and just use it because the woman is not very helpful. But the one that I thought died, the King Theoden, whatever his name is, his niece, the one that was riding with Merry during the battle, she was probably my least favourite character, honestly. And I don't know why. She annoyed me. And I do get that the Lord of the Rings, the books were written back in the 40s or 50s or whenever it was they were written. It's going on kind of like the times at that point. But, I'm not bashing Tolkien for the way he wrote her or anything like that. I don't even remember how she was written in the books, honestly. But the way she's portrayed in the films, the female wanting to fight thing, absolutely fine. Got no problem with it. But you've got that side of her, strong woman, she wants to fight, she's not like a stay-at-home wifey type. And yet in the next breath, she's fawning all over bloody Aragorn. And it's just like, my god, woman, have a little bit of self-respect here. Do you know what I mean? It's just the constant doe eyes at Aragorn is what was really annoying me. And I don't know, it just was a bit cringy, honestly. Theoden as well, the king. Like, I didn't like him very much for the majority of these movies, honestly, because he just came across as being kind of just a bit of a shit king. And I'm not saying that I would have done a better job in his shoes or anything like that. And I do get that he was obviously used quite a bit by the guy that was working for Saruman who came and advised him, and he was under his control for quite a while, so I can understand his caution. And I do get that it's all very well sort of Aragorn and everybody else sort of being really brave, but they haven't kind of ruled this kingdom for however many years and have all these expectations and stuff. So, I do get that he's under quite a bit of pressure from that sort of perspective, but he just annoyed me for a lot of the film. He annoyed me more in the last film, honestly. But, like, he definitely did redeem himself by the end there. At first, when he said, oh, Rohan won't fight, it was just like, oh, for God's sake, stop being so bloody childish. Do you know what I mean? And compared to the other king, or not the king, but the steward of Gondor, Theoden, or whatever his name is an absolute legend. He's an absolute beacon of kingliness. Like, that guy, absolute twat, really. He just made me angry every time he was on screen. I just wanted to punch him, quite honestly. Which I guess is the point, because he's, he's not supposed to be a likeable character, is he? That's fine. He definitely did his job well. But yeah, there's so much went on. And obviously, getting into the whole Sam and Frodo thing. Oh, it's just so good. And the bit when like they were climbing up Mount Doom and Sam was there sort of saying, I know I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you, and then I'd completely forgotten about that bit, and it was just like, oh, it's so good. But no, I think overall these movies have really held up well. Very much a slog, I have to say. That would be my sort of one complaint, like, and I know, you don't have to sort of sit there and watch them all in one sitting. You can kind of break them up into smaller, digestible chunks. And honestly, I think that's probably the way I'd prefer to watch it, rather than sitting through it kind of all in one or two sittings with like a break or whatever. But yeah, I think out of the three films, it's a difficult one. I think this one is probably my favourite, but it's also the most frustrating. Like, it's my favourite, I think, because you obviously get the ending, you get a lot of things tied up, you get, Aragorn becoming the king. Obviously brilliant, lovely, wonderful, that's what he's meant to do. Fantastic. You've got him getting back together with Arwen, you've got Sam and Frodo doing what they were supposed to do, destroying the ring, you've got basically good conquering evil. Everything's wonderful again. But you've also got some of the most frustrating situations in this one. You've got the steward of Gondor being an absolute dickhead every time he's on screen. You've got Gollum turning Frodo against Sam, which that was really annoying. And I knew it would be fine in the end, but even so, it's just like frustrating. I think I'm actually going to have to give the books a reread now, because that has been absolute. I think the last time I read those was when I was a teenager, so we're talking like in the Dark Ages. I've never actually read The Hobbit either, so I might have to see if I can track that down somewhere and read it for the first time. Speaking of The Hobbit, I am going to be reacting to the 3 movies as well, because they're quite a bit shorter, I think. I'm hoping I can get those done a little bit quicker than I have these. And honestly, the reason these have taken so long for me to get up is because I've got to literally put aside like half of a day to get the thing recorded, and then the editing is an absolute nightmare, and I work full time, and I've got my regular videos to get up and edited and recorded and all that sort of stuff, so it's literally just a time thing. Yeah, my brain is feeling particularly fried at the moment and my face is still hurting, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. So yeah, like always, if you've enjoyed the reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in full-length reactions, then you can check those out over on my Patreon. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.